Hey guys, I'm gonna do another dramatic reading of Next, and I'm gonna skip to chapter 5. We walked into the dark theater and sat in the top seats. The preview started. Mick opened a bag of Skittles and ate a handful. I took a sip of my Sprite. During the preview of a movie about flying snakes, I trembled. If I saw a flying snake in the flesh, I would move to another planet. Mick just laughed. He put his hand on top of mine. Don't worry, Emery. Flying snakes aren't real. Really? Yeah, it's impossible for them to exist. Oh, okay. The movie started with someone typing up a negative review of a book. A blonde white woman saw it on Goodreads and screamed. She was shaking and crying as she read it. Wow. I've never seen a reaction like that. That gave a whole new meaning to fragility. The review wasn't even that bad. Mick looked at the screen with wide eyes. I turned my attention back to the screen. The blonde woman yelled and cursed in a video for her YouTube channel. I expected her to stomp her feet like an oversized toddler. Surprisingly, she didn't. I ate a handful of popcorn as I watched a woman with blue hair get a mysterious package. She gasped when she opened the box. What was in there? Me and Mick were at the edge of our seats. The blue-haired woman took a light pink scrapbook out of the box. It was filled with photos of her with black X's over her eyes. I gasped. Yikes. Oh my god, who would do that? Mick asked. I squeezed his hand. One sick motherfucker. Exactly. In the next scene, the blue-haired woman showed the scrapbook to the police. They didn't do anything. Apparently, the scrapbook wasn't enough of a threat. I wanted to jump into the movie and give that cop a piece of my mind. Writing black X's over someone's eyes in photos sounds pretty fucking threatening to me. I took another sip of my Sprite. Mick ate one last handful of M&Ms. The woman's phone rang while she was sleeping. It was a missed call from an unknown number. Block that number, sis, I said in a hushed tone. Instead of blocking that number, she called it. I sighed in annoyance. Mick sucked his teeth. No one answered the phone. Good. The night she went to sleep, glass shattered outside her house. I flinched. The woman woke up and went outside. Her blue Honda had the word narcissist painted on it in red. The windshield and windows were shattered. She looked at it in horror. So did I. What the fuck? I just remembered the video the blonde woman made on her YouTube channel. She threw around the word narcissist like a damn tennis ball. No one besides her would have painted that word on a car. All that over a damn book review. The moment the blue-haired woman went back in the house, she was face to face with the blonde woman. The blonde woman had tears streaming down her face. She was holding a silver pistol. My heart was racing. Damn, shit just got real. What the hell are you doing in my house? The blue-haired woman asked. The blonde woman sniffled. I'm teaching you a lesson. Nobody gets to attack my poetry. That was constructive criticism. Liar! The blonde woman pulled the trigger, and the purple-haired woman collapsed on the floor. In the next scene, the police showed up at the house. Everyone gasped when they saw the blue-haired woman dead on the floor. Me and Mick weren't shocked at all. I wanted to punch the blonde in the face. To be honest, I hoped all her content flopped. She didn't even deserve recognition after that deadly overreaction. Mick let out a heavy sigh when one of the cops promised to catch the killer. I rolled my eyes. I let go of Mick's hand and walked out of the theater. The hall was empty. It was quiet. I went into the bathroom, hiding in a stall. My phone vibrated in my dark green backpack purse while I changed my maxi pad. I checked it. A message from my mom appeared on the screen. How's your day, Em? A knock on the side of the stall made me look up from my phone. When did someone else come in here? I haven't heard any footsteps. Excuse me, do you have a pad? A stranger asked. I opened my purse again. Yeah, give me a minute. Thank you. She reached her hand under the stall. I gave her the last maxi pad in my purse. When she opened the pad, I opened the door to the stall. I sent a reply to my mom. It's good, I'm seeing a movie. The door to the stall opened, and a light-skinned woman came out of it. She washed her hands. I turned around in front of the mirror. There was no stain on the back of my black jeans. I sighed in relief. I walked out of the bathroom. My phone vibrated when I went back to the theater. Mick held my hand the minute I sat down. It gave me goosebumps despite the fact that I was wearing a sweater. The blonde woman harassed and attempted to kill 3 people just because they talked about her. That bitch was a menace. All of them moved in order to get away from her. Honestly, I would have done the same. During the climax of the movie, I noticed the woman staring at me. It was the woman I helped earlier. She looked away and swept her brown hair over her shoulder. What was that about? There was no way she thought I wouldn't catch her. The movie wasn't even on my mind anymore. She had a problem with me, and I didn't understand why. I did her a favor. After the movie ended, we got up and walked out of the theater. That woman stared at me enviously as she walked past us. Mick looked at her with a furrowed brow. He turned his attention to me. What's going on? I don't know. She's just staring at me for no reason. She's probably jealous of you. Don't worry about it. I'll try. As we walked around the mall, I thought about the movie. The strange behavior of the antagonist made me laugh. I was so glad I never met anybody who would kill me for not liking something they made. That would be terrifying.